I wish you well born at home, and today we will read chapter 9. Its chapter is about a country. That means it's about India. So we will read in this chapter about India. And before chapters I cleared about the all physical features, all physical landforms, forest, soil, these types of things. But in this chapter we will read about the political India. Understood? That means how many states are there, how many union territories are there, where it is located, about its length, about its width. We will read in this chapter. So let's start. First, where is located India? First thing, India is a part of our earth. Understood? That means how many continents you know? 7 continents in the earth. So where it is located? India is located in the largest continent, Asia. So let's start. India is located in Asia. And where it is located in Asia? It's located in the south part of Asia. You can see this map, it is India's map. It's located in the south part of Asia. Understood? So yes, I cleared about India is located in the Asia continent and the south part of Asia. So let's start about the India. It's our country, India. We are live in Rajasthan. We are also part of India. So we live in India. So let's start about India. So India's length from here, that means from Jammu Kashmir to till Kanyakumari, its length is 3,240 km. Understood? That means its length from north to south, it's to 3,240 km. And width, that means from Gujarat to till Arunachal Pradesh, its width is 2,933 km. Understood? That means from west to east, its length is 2,933 km. And so many neighboring countries are there. जैसे हमारे घर होते हैं, हमारे घर की दीवार के पास हमेशा एक दीवार होती है. It's our neighbors. Same situation with our country also. India also share one boundary with so many countries. So I will clear the neighboring countries also. So let's start. First neighboring country in the west side, we can say it's a Pakistan, which is Pakistan. Understood? The next is Afghanistan. Afghanistan. It share only a small boundary, but Afghanistan also. Understood? Then after, in the north side, it's a China. And you know, China and India share one boundary and one Himalaya range. That means one range, Himalaya. It's making a natural boundary between India and China. That means in the north side, one Himalaya range is there. It's separated from the Asia continent. Understood? In the north side. So near the China and it's in this part, we can say here is also one neighboring country. It's a Nepal. Then next here is Bhutan, which is Bhutan. And in the east side, here two neighboring countries are there. First is Bangladesh. And here is Myanmar. Understood? And in the south side, one neighboring country, here it's a Sri Lanka. It's separate with a one line. It's a natural boundary. That means between one water body came, it's a Bay of Bengal. It's a narrow one string also there. It's a divide the earth. That means divide the India with Sri Lanka. And here one neighboring country also. It's a Maldives. Understood? Neighboring countries are clear. Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, and here Maldives. It's also a neighboring country. Understood? That means I cleared these neighboring countries. They are sharing boundary with India. And I cleared about the length also and width also. About the neighboring countries, but important thing, we should always try to good relations. That means maintain to good relations with neighbors. Why? Because if we have any problem and at the home, yeah, at the anywhere, always first we can take to our neighbors. So we should try always good relationship. That means maintain good relationships with our neighbors. The same situation with our country also. India has so many neighbors, so always India try to maintain the good relations with our neighbors. Why? For the trading, for the electronic goods, for so many things we are exporting, imports. That's why we should try to always maintain the good relation. I told about the Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is separated with a narrow channel. Okay, it's a water body, it's a narrow channel. It separates the Sri Lanka from India. And in the old books we read about the Ram Setu also. It's connected Sri Lanka with India. Understood? So now I want to tell about the how many states are there, how many union territories are there. According to area wise, it's number is 7. According to areas, India's number in the world is 7. And according to population, its number is 2nd. Understood? According to populations, India's number is 2nd. And according to area, it's the 7th largest country. Understood? And in the present time, you know how many states are there? 28 states. How many states? 28 states. Last week state tha in this time it's separated, yeah, it's converted into union territory. It's Jammu and Kashmir. It's converted into the union territory. Now it's separated union territory and Ladakh. Both are the union territory, not the state. Understood? That's why India has a 28 states and 8 union territory. Daman and Diu and Dadra and Nagar Haveli, it's mixed. That's why here 8 union territories and 28 states. Understood? So at home, first you will write the all 28 states names with capital. And I want to tell about the union territory. So let's start from the north. Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Chandigarh, Delhi, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, and Daman and Diu both are single. Then Lakshadweep, then Andaman and Nicobar and Pondicherry. These are the all union territories of India. Again count the 8. First is Jammu and Kashmir, second is Ladakh, third is Chandigarh, fourth is Delhi, and fifth is Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu, and sixth is Lakshadweep, seventh is Andaman and Nicobar, and last 8th is Pondicherry. And its capital, that means Jammu and Kashmir, its capital Jammu, in winter, summer in Srinagar. Understood? Ladakh's capital Leh, Delhi's capital again New Delhi, Chandigarh's capital Chandigarh. Capital of Daman and Diu and Dadra and Nagar Haveli, its capital is Daman. Lakshadweep's capital is Kavaratti, and Andaman and Nicobar's capital Port Blair, and Pondicherry's capital Pondicherry. So again I want to clear the capitals. Listen carefully. Jammu and Kashmir, Jammu in winter, Srinagar in summer. Ladakh's capital Leh, Chandigarh's capital Chandigarh. Delhi's capital New Delhi, and Delhi is also known as a national territory also. Understood? Its capital New Delhi. Then Daman and Diu and Dadra and Nagar Haveli, its capital Daman, and Lakshadweep's capital Kavaratti, Andaman and Nicobar's capital Port Blair, and Pondicherry's capital Pondicherry. Understood? India is very big country, we know, and its population also is very big. So it's not possible to maintain a particular person. That's why India has a democracy. Democracy, that means a government made by the people, for the people, and by the people. So India is a democratic country, big democratic country, and that's why its government divided into 2 parts: central government and state government. Central government maintain the whole country, and it's not possible to central government to maintain the whole country. That's why state government also have. State government maintain the particular state, and it's not possible by the state government to maintain particular states. That's why we having a local self-government also. It's maintain the particular district, particular village. Understood? So India's government is divided into mostly 3 parts: central government, state government, and local self-government. Understood? They all try to always maintain the particular laws and to public safety. Understood? So in this chapter I cleared about the length, width, neighboring countries, about the states, union territories. So today your homework is you will write the whole states names with capitals. Understood? Then after you should try to all neighboring countries names also with capital.